Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. Sort of. So if you've been following my videos these last couple weeks, you'll know I've been doing this series of revisits from videos that have been lost due to corruption on my laptop's hard drive. At this point, I'm probably not that far into them, even though realistically, this is in the future, and I'm looking back at old stuff now. I recorded a bunch of them. Unfortunately, right after I did all the channel migrations and started uploading new stuff again, life got in the way as normal. So I had to take a short hiatus, and once life kind of balanced back out to where I could focus on editing again, I just have not had the motivation to do any editing. Basically, the next video in the series that I have to edit is nearly 35 minutes long, and I'll probably end up editing that down to about 15. It's just, right now, that's kind of a grueling task. I went past that video and edited a couple more of the shorter videos that follow it. But in order to upload that next series of videos, I still have to do that 35-minute video first. And right now, like I said, it's just, I look at it and it's just a slog. So I don't really want to tackle that right now. However, I have tackled another project I've been putting off for a while. I've been running out of space on my external hard drives. So every year or so, I try to do a backup of my main computer. I just do a full backup of whatever's on my desktop onto an external hard drive. I put it all in one folder with the date on it that I did it. So I kind of have sequences of when I did things, which is how I've been able to date back a lot of these videos to when they were originally recorded, because honestly, I've forgotten. However, doing that, I'm copying a lot of the same stuff onto the hard drive multiple times, which takes up space. So I've finally been consolidating everything into one big folder, sorting everything out by what it is, what it's related to. If it's part of this whole YouTube thing, it goes into one YouTube folder. Each of the channels now has their own subfolders. So there's one for after the credits, one for product placement, so on and so forth. And then I have subfolders in there where these are the raw videos, these are the edited videos, these are the finalized videos, these are the title cards while they're under construction, these are the finalized title cards, so on and so forth. So as I've been filtering out all of these videos into these folders, I came upon one that I did not recognize. Now, if you use Windows, you know that if you do the thing that says like list your folder as large size or something like that or whatever, it'll give you almost like a little thumbnail of a scene from your video. Based on these thumbnails, I can usually tell what the video is, what it's related to, if it's a movie review, if it's a let's play, if it's a product placement. So I can kind of filter them rather quickly, and then I go through and like sort them out later where I actually click on the video, watch it for a couple seconds, make sure it is what I think it is. If it's not labeled, I label what it is, because a lot of stuff is just like video 475, video 537, you know, things like that. Like a lot of my thumbnail editing files are just labeled as like untitled1.psd, untitled5.psd. So I have to open each one of these and kind of see what they are in order to know where to sort them. So as I was going through and filtering videos rather quickly, I came across one thumbnail that I could not place. Why can I place it? One, I was sitting in my car, which usually means it's an old movie review. From back when I used to go to the theater regularly, I would sit in the car in the theater parking lot, but I wasn't in a theater parking lot because usually I can see what theater it is in the back window of the car because I'm usually parked where you can kind of see the theater. I said, okay, well, if I'm not at the theater, then this has to be at a grocery store, which means it's probably a product placement video. However, I can usually tell what era they're from based on my appearance. And I did not recognize this appearance. And the reason for that is that the last time I filmed a product placement in my car that I remember, I still had a relatively short beard and it hadn't grayed this badly. It was mostly still this nice black color you see in my, whatever you call this section here. However, in this particular thumbnail, my beard was gray, which, okay, well, it has to be post-COVID then because this is all COVID growth. I haven't been working in the last couple years because I have enough in my savings that I can survive for a while and not have to go out and risk getting COVID. So I've let my beard grow. I am back to work now, but I'm an independent contractor, so I kind of work from home. So I have no standards I have to regulate to, so I just haven't bothered to chop it off yet. I will at some point. I might make a video of it. But right now, this is about three and a half, almost 4 years of growth. However, in this particular thumbnail, I was way up here still. Almost no, like it was a nice Santa Claus beard, but it had grayed and it wasn't this long. I'm like, okay, that has to be early COVID, like early part of 2020. What is this video? I don't recognize it. So I click on it, and surprise, surprise, it's the original video for Mountain Dew Major Melon. So I could put it up as the Major Melon video. However, I've already done the revisit, and I kind of don't want to waste that video. So, and I did say that I would do the revisit, that I would later put up the originals if I was able to recover them as lost episodes. I was like, well, I can do both. I can put up the revisit of Major Melon that I did, and also the original as a lost episode. But since I found it and I haven't put it up in the order it would have originally been in, do I do the original and then the revisit, or do I do the revisit followed by the original as a lost episode? I think that's the way I'm going to be doing it. So anyway, this has been an introduction from the future. You're going to see my beard get a lot shorter now. My hair might be a little bit shorter too. I'm going to be sitting in my car. I'm not going to be here in the house. And I'm going to be telling you about my thoughts, my original thoughts on Major Melon. However, this is the only video I've been able to recover. The only video so far that I did not recognize on the hard drive. It was shot with my phone. So I must have shot in the car on the phone, did the product placement, came home, directly uploaded it to my main computer to clear up the space on the phone, and then offloaded it directly to the hard drive like later on within that couple weeks. So where I thought it was one of the ones I recorded sitting in front of my laptop and using the laptop camera, it wasn't, which is the only reason it exists. I do manage to recover any of those other ones. You will see them whenever I can recover them as lost episodes. For right now, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to recover those. At one point, the hard drive was working slightly to where I could still access the files on it. Every time I've tried to recover the files, it has gotten worse and worse. I went through the whole thing in one of the earlier videos, so I won't repeat it. But I think at one point, whatever damage was caused to it, it has messed up the reading heads in the actual hard drive itself. And if I continue to try to recover it, I'm probably doing more and more damage to the platters, which means it'll be less likely to recover it at all. But at this point, recovering the hard drive is beyond my scope of abilities. So in order to do anything with it at this point, I would have to send it off to someone, hope that they could recover the data and send it back to me. But I don't have finances to do that right now, so most likely those videos are gone to time. If I ever do find a way to recover anything off of that drive, as I said, if it's recoverable, if there's enough of the original video there that I can still put it out, they'll come out. Otherwise, we're lucky we found this one. So here it is. I'm going to cut to Past Me now, and he's going to tell you what he thinks of Major Melon. Past Me, take it away.
Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. I know it's been a while, but a couple reasons behind that I'll go into later. Mostly I had computer problems and lost all the videos I've been filming over the past 6 months to a year. But found a new product today, so going to try it. Hopefully my phone battery lasts long enough to film this because it hasn't been holding a charge lately, but hopefully I can at least get through this. So new product I found out today. This is a new flavor of Mountain Dew. This is Mountain Dew Major Melon. It's a watermelon flavored Mountain Dew, I guess. I like watermelon flavored things. Don't know if I've had Mountain Dew watermelon flavored. I do remember a long time ago, and I seem to be the only person that remembers it, that there was a watermelon flavored Pepsi. I know they got the one in Japan and all that, but this was a different one. That was back in like the 80s or 90s, but I seem to be the only person that remembers it. So anyway, let's try out this Mountain Dew and see what we think, huh? Crack it open here, give it the old smell test. Has that fruity, citrusy, Flintstone vitamin kind of smell, like that chalky kind of citrus powder stuff. Apparently that's because it's citrus and Mountain Dew flavored, obviously, but watermelon flavored also. Yeah, smells kind of like all the energy drinks, like the I don't remember what they're called anymore. Kickstarts, those guys. All right, so let's take a sip because there's a lady pulling out next to me here, and I don't want to seem weird. So let's take a sip and see what we think. Cheers. Interesting. It tastes like the energy drinks without the harshness of the energy drink. It has that citrusy, powdery kind of taste, but it has more of a bubblegum flavor, which is probably the watermelon coming through. This is like if the energy drinks were palatable. This is what I expect them to taste like. This is actually fairly good. If you like Mountain Dew and you like watermelon, or even like bubblegum flavored sodas, you'll probably like this. Overall, not bad. Better than I thought it was going to be. All right, so we're going to keep this one short because I don't know how long my camera battery is going to last. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications whenever I start posting new content again. And until next time, cheers. I already closed the bottle, but we'll end it right. Cheers.